Well, hello there. Welcome back. My name is Julie, and we are 6 weeks plus a couple days out from foot reconstruction surgery. I've only had one coffee today. Bear with me. And I had a little fall earlier today. I'm fine, but I did have a little slip. It is what it is. I am okay. Luckily, this is like the first big slip fall that I've had since having surgery. So that's definitely a good thing. We are pretty far in the process of healing. So I'm not terribly worried about it. Kitty is not terribly worried about it anymore. She was earlier. She's like, Mommy, what's wrong? So 6 weeks and a couple days out, and then several months out from major abdominal surgery, and things are starting to come along. They are. I am sleeping in my own bed now, which is amazing. Let's see. So I slept there last night. And the night before that, I was too tired to make the effort to go downstairs, but we had already put away the memory foam from this couch. So that sucked. That was a horrible night's sleep. So now I'm like tired or not, hurting or not, I'm getting down to my bed, and it's been getting easier. I'm getting better at it. I don't bring the scooter down anymore. Well, I've never brought the scooter down, but I am not having anyone bring the scooter down for me downstairs. I'm just using the crutches because it's a very short distance and everything's so compact downstairs that no, having the scooter in there, awful. And one of the first nights that I was sleeping downstairs again, poor James coming back in from the bathroom, like stubbed his toe pretty badly against like one of the wheels of the scooter. So we're not doing that. And it's inconvenient. So where am I at? Well, for one, I feel like this needs to be adjusted. There, that's better. I am here on the couch with Kitty. I am working on a puzzle. I'm waiting for my mom to come over and we're going to puzzle together. Where am I at though? Like in other ways, mentally, I'm pretty good most of the time, but I'm at a point where I am torn because I was also going to be taking my nail polish off while talking to you. I have been sticking to my promise of doing my nails every 3 days. Part of like on our main channel, The Frugal Family, I've been decluttering throughout the house, and I had made a promise to myself that stuff that we're keeping needs to be stuff that we're using, including the nail polish, and made a commitment to do my nails every 3 days. So, and I've been sticking to that pretty dang well. And it's also been a good opportunity. Sorry, I'm going to be a little all over the place. It's been a good opportunity to see which nail polishes are actually like worth keeping. You know, for instance, the gray has really stuck. The red, not so much. I've also stopped using a base coat because I found that, and I don't know why, maybe I just need a better base coat, probably. But when I wear a base coat, and a top coat too, I'm going to keep wearing a top coat, but the base coat, my nail polish comes off easier. Maybe I'm wrong. There goes a lid. I thought that a base coat, that the purpose was to keep your nail polish on longer. Guess I was wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. No, it's probably just I need a better one. That's probably what it's down to. But anyway, so I'm at a point where I am, things are getting better, definitely. But it's winter. It's snowy, it's icy. We went to my son's band concert the other night, and I'm so glad we did. I do not want to miss those kinds of things. And I'm going to my youngest daughter, I'm going to her class play tomorrow, and then her class Christmas party next week. And I'm so glad to be able to do those, but it was so painful going to the band concert. It was so painful. And I know tomorrow's going to be painful and scary because it's snowy and it's icy and I'm going down the stairs on crutches and it's terrifying. It's so terrifying. And especially now, right now, after having this fall this morning, I didn't have my boot on because I was changing clothes. I had changed my clothes and then was coming around and was going to come over here, sit down and put on my boot. Because I had to, get my pants on, my socks and everything, and had to use the bathroom, and then was going to come here and put my boot on, and I had a fall. It was just, I slipped off of the scooter. I took a corner too sharp, thinking I was like Mario Andretti or something, and it hurt. It hurt really bad. It still hurts. God, that was bad. So between that and how painful it was the other night going to the concert, I'm just in this place where it's like, I'm ready already, This has been my life this year, and it was bad enough, but then the snow and the ice came, and that just made it like more tricky, more tricky. And then we've got my son, same one who I went to his band concert. He has foot surgery coming up, and I'm terrified for that because I'm worried about, his healing process, and am I going to be able to take care of him? I know Kitty will help as much as, she can, and everybody else will too. But the thing is, like Reagan, my son, he has been my helper, and so it's like, I'm not all the way healed yet, but we've got to get this done by the end of the year because of insurance. I'm in America. Okay. We've met our max out of pocket this year. And so it won't cost us anything, no copay, no nothing to have his surgery done. And it needs doing. And it only makes sense to have the recovery be as much as possible during winter break so that he doesn't miss school or have to, be cruising around on either the scooter or crutches too much during, getting around in school in this kind of weather. So it's all of those things, and just being so damn tired of being crippled, which is an incredibly ungrateful attitude. I am very well aware of that. I don't need it pointed out. This is not a permanent situation. My foot was saved, and I had a thing the other day where, because I can see just how, all the swelling is completely gone. And I had both of my socks off at the same time and could see the difference between my feet and just how much the doctor had to take out of my foot that was necrotic, meaning it was dead, it was dying. Seeing the difference was it was a shock. I've had several shocks, we'll call them, emotional, physical, whatever, mental, the last several days. And so seeing just how much of my foot was gone was like, holy shit. Like, I knew it was bad. Okay. I knew it was bad. It was supposed to be like an hour-long surgery, ended up being 5.5 hours. It was bad. I knew that. But it's different when you get like the visual of it. You know what I mean? For instance, when you like get a paper cut or you cut yourself, whatever, when you see the blood, it's like, oh God, that hurts.
I'm dying.
Even if when it first happened for that first couple minutes, it doesn't really register, but then you see the blood and it's just like, oh fuck, this hurts. I have been injured. So yeah, that's kind of how it was seeing my foot. Look, I am grateful. I know how incredibly lucky I am, how fortunate I am. I don't need to be reminded. Okay. Those thoughts are in my mind, and I acknowledge that, and I am terribly grateful. I'm also terribly grateful that we get to have surgery for my son and that it will be paid for 100% with our insurance that we pay a fortune for every month. So it'd be nice to have, stuff fully paid for. I am grateful for that. I'm grateful for modern medicine. I realize that in a different time and place, my foot would have just been chopped off. I get that. I understand that. but it doesn't change the fact. It's like how everyone's always telling you, well, there's always people that have it worse. Sorry, this is not a terribly uplifting journal today. We'll do that at a different time when we have like some coffee and stuff. But this is my journal. This is my place where I don't have to smile and hee-haw and be the most positive, optimistic person if I don't have that in me at the moment. And I don't have it in me at the moment, but it does tend to be that by journaling, whatever my truth is, especially when it's like kind of we're down in the dumps, somehow it inevitably brings me back up to a happier, better place, which I need to get to because I need to do a live stream on our main channel because we got a whole bunch of cards and a huge package for Kitty. So that'll be coming soon, I promise. And I am hoping to get to or have someone stop at the P.O. box for me in the next couple days also. But anyway, God, what was I even talking about? Shit. Speaking of shit, my guts have been a little bit up and down. As happens when you're, stressed and stuff like that, as is the holidays. I'm just tired of being broken. While acknowledging my gratitude. Oh, that's what it was. Yes, someone else always has it worse. Yeah, it could have been worse. Yes, I am lucky. None of that takes the pain away from the fall. None of that takes the frustration away from being stuck here. Knowing that it's temporary, knowing how fortunate I am, knowing that the world is going to hell in a handbasket does not help. No. And I try so hard anymore to never say that kind of shit to people. Like, well, it could always be worse. Well, at least you still have a foot because look at so-and-so doesn't even have legs. And I try not to say stuff like that anymore. Or that, oh, everything happens for a reason and you're going to learn from this. And please don't say stuff like that to people. Please don't say that to me. I know we all are so like well-intentioned, and the things that we say, we are sincere. I think most of us are pretty sincere about it. I'm gonna set this over here until I can get the lid. We are pretty sincere. We say stuff with love, and we really do mean it. I think most of us, okay, most of us. Obviously, there's some that don't, but it doesn't help. Like for instance, like when my daddy, rest in peace, when he died, the things that people say about, well, at least he's not suffering anymore. He's in a better place. Stuff like that. Why do we say stuff like that to people? Is it to help them or is it to help us? Like, is it to make them feel better or to make ourselves feel better? I think, having been someone who has said shit like that, I think it's to help us. Subconsciously. I don't think that we like intentionally are trying to just make ourselves feel better. I don't think so. At least not for myself. Okay. I want to give myself that credit and say, I don't think that I'm trying to just make myself feel better. I do genuinely think I am trying to share some kind of solace, encouragement, love, hope, something with people who are going through hell. Okay. I think I genuinely am trying to just show that I care through words. I think it's better to show through actions, but sometimes all we're able to do is give words, and sometimes not even that, sometimes just emojis, I love that they added that care emoji to Facebook. We also need like an eye roll, like, oh God. But I love the care one. That's been good. I think we just don't know what to say when we can't fix it. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a fixer. Even like my 9 million unfinished projects in the house would say otherwise, but I am a fixer, especially when it comes to like emotions and people's mental well-being and physical well-being. I want to fix it. I want to stop the suffering. And more often than not, that's just not possible. It's not something I have the power to do. I'm going to put my footrest up. God, my foot, my stupid foot. I just want to fix stuff. I think a lot of us do. I think I've got the puzzle table here, and my boot does not want to fit under there. I really think we just want to fix it for everybody. And because we can't, we want to do the next best thing, which is give comfort of some kind. And that's what we try to do. We do. That's what I try to do. Kitty tries to do it with sweet looks, or sometimes a very fishy smelling and tasting kiss on the cheek or the forehead or the eye. We're just trying to do our best that way. And yet, do we sometimes do more harm than good? Guys, I'm just thinking out loud. Okay, I really am. I'm obviously just thinking out loud, because that's what I do. I'm trying to suss out like my feelings and figure out where I am and find some peace in all of this. I'm going to put on this, what is this even called? Cuticle treatment. I put it on every time I do a manicure and couldn't even remember what it was called. You know, some things just become like muscle memory. You just do them, you know? And that is what I am doing. I've had this, I should probably get some new stuff. This is Suiza Beauty Sensation cuticle treatment that I have had for, look, I totally forgot to do my thumb. I have had this for so long. I don't know if I can say 20 years, but pretty darn close to 20 years. It came with a kit that my mom gave me forever ago from like one of those places you used to go in the mall when you used to go in the mall. Do any of you still go to the mall? One of those little kiosks, you know, where they do like one of your nails and show you how awesome it looks. It was like a 3-sided or 4-sided. And I finally got rid of that part, but it was these different like filing and shining things that you would do on your nails. And they would stop you as you're doing your stuff in the mall. Some really pretty girl or really vibrant young man, I don't know. They would stop you and want to do that to your nails. So we ended up, my mom bought it or I bought it. I'm almost certain my mom gave it to me. And anyway, it was a whole kit, and I still have this from it and the like toe separators. I think that's all I have left from it. It had lotion too, but I didn't use that fast enough because I rarely use up lotion before it's, you know, goes bad. And it did. Oh, it went bad. What am I even talking about today? I'm venting, I guess, is what it comes down to. I'm tired of this, but I also don't want to sound like, you know, an ungrateful bitch because I know how lucky I am, et cetera, et cetera. I do a little bit of YouTube, you know, to bring in some extra money for the family. My husband provides for us. I am so incredibly lucky that way. Yeah, I don't get to be the mom that I want this year, this holiday season, this whatever. But I have amazing family and friends that have stepped up. Oh my God, my in-laws. I mean, if there is a heaven, you guys know how I feel about that. But if there is a heaven, if they don't have a ticket, a golden ticket to like the highest pinnacle where the angels sing to you all the time and even take requests. If that is not the case, then there's no hope for anybody. They take my kids wherever my kids need to go. My mother-in-law's been here helping me clean this out. We're working on it again tomorrow and then going to my daughter's play. Like, my father-in-law was here this morning to take Mariah to school. It's just like, I have amazing people, a wonderful support system, and I am incredibly lucky. How about that? I didn't want to focus on that part. I kind of wanted to have a little, you know, pity party But I'm so goddamn lucky. So fortunate. A lot of you like to call it blessed. I don't use that word. That's not in that way anyhow. I like being able to bless someone else's life through my own like human actions, and people bless my life, but I don't look at it as like a divine thing, because that's just way too unfair to the people that don't have such a fortunate situation. They're just not blessed. I am lucky. I am really lucky. I still have my foot. I still have my cat. I have a Disney puzzle in front of me that I have the ability to do. My body is going to hell in a handbasket. It is falling apart. But I am still so incredibly lucky. And maybe that does help. But I guess what it comes down to, it doesn't help having other people tell you. And maybe not even immediately telling yourself. Have I come to any conclusion about the right things to say to people or the right things to say to yourself? No, I haven't, obviously. I definitely need another cup of coffee. I took a sleeping pill last night because I just wanted so bad to get some sleep. I still didn't get good sleep. And then because of the sleeping pill, I'm now groggy instead of having rested well. I really need to work on my nighttime routine. Doctors and stuff, they'll tell you need to have a sleep regimen, the way that you get ready for bed. And my problem is, here's confession time, is that I always have something in my ear, when I'm trying to go to sleep. I always want to be listening to something. And that is so counterproductive. That is ridiculously stupid. And yet it's what I do because my brain is so busy. And it used to be that by having something in my ear that I'm listening to, it would help turn off my brain because there was something else going on. But anymore, that doesn't really work. It just doesn't. I don't know. So I need to work on my sleep routine and get that to a better place, because when you don't get good sleep, of course, it messes everything up, and it makes pain worse. It makes your mental and emotional state worse. It makes everything worse when you don't get good sleep. It's so vital. It's so important. So important to your health overall. Obviously, we know this. It's another of those dumb things that we know this, but we do it anyway. You know what I mean? We know you shouldn't smoke. You need to eat better. You need to get exercise. You shouldn't watch too much TV or have too much screen time. You shouldn't be listening to stuff while you're trying to go to sleep, unless it's white noise or ocean sounds. But we do it anyway. Why do we do that? Okay, another thing. This was tragic. Earlier today, I was laying here with Kitty, and I just wanted to have my face in her face. She was trying to take a nap, and I got too greedy. I got too damn greedy, and she scratched me. Here and here. She scratched. She didn't bite, but she scratched me and jumped and ran off, and then came back and wanted to sit at my feet, and I wouldn't let her. I was mad. I was like, how dare you? I went into this whole, everything I've done for you, and you could be out in the snow right now with all your other cats. And, I really got into it, this to-do. So stupid. While at the same time telling myself, you knew exactly what you were doing. You knew you were pushing it. She is a cat, stop trying to personify her, it's your fault, Julie. It's your fault. You were dumb. And that's probably why you ended up having that fall, because you were too, in your own head over this cat situation, because she scratched me, and
no more.
This is my journal. This is me on a snowy, icy morning, in pain because of a stupid fall without my boot on, I had been doing really, really well. And then this dumb little accident happened, and I pushed the cat too far and she scratched me. And, you know, it was painful going to my son's thing. And so thinking about going to the next couple of things that I have to go to is really discouraging. And like, I didn't get enough sleep because I didn't do it the right way. And so I let myself get into this little place, the depths of despair, if I may quote Anne of Green Gables. That is where I have let myself get to this morning. And I can't do this day like this. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Like, no, I've got this fabulous puzzle that I'm working on, and I got to sleep with my husband, and I'm not going into that because I know my mother-in-law watches this channel. But anyway, life really is good. You know what? If nothing else, if for some crazy reason you are still watching this shit show that is my journal, put in the comments, life is good. And then when you've done that, let's do something together. Let's say to ourselves out loud, wherever you are. If you're at work, that might be kind of weird. Maybe whisper it, just whisper. But I want you to say one thing that is good. One reason why life is good. I've got a million, and I've already listed a bunch of them. But why not? Let's list another. Life is good because I get to sit here and do this puzzle. Life is good because I had tramadol on hand. That's a pain medication. It's, you know, below Percocet, but definitely above Tylenol. And I was able to take some of that, and I'll be okay. Life is good because this first big fall that I've had didn't happen until after 6 weeks of recovery. If this would have happened without the boot, even like definitely 4 weeks ago, but even like 3 weeks ago, it would have been a million times worse. Life is good because I got to take a shower last night and it was wonderful. Life is good because we have stretchy pants. Guys, I've been unable to walk forever, it seems like. I have spent more time on this goddamn couch than I could have imagined this year. I am able to, you know, be moving around more now and have been. I've been feeling my muscles waking up as I've been doing the decluttering and stuff. But mama physically is not, all those wonderful plans of getting in shape this year and, you know, finally, you know, losing weight and being healthy and all that shit, it's not happened. So life is good in spite of that because of stretchy pants. And I think that's kind of the holiday season in general. You know, it's kind of the stretchy pants season. Life is good because I have the internet. I can broadcast this madness to my very close circle of frugal friends who are with me for this journey. Life is good because I have family to help me. Life is good because of the simple things like corrective lenses and soap and shampoo and face wash. Yes, we are going down to the simplest of things. Face wash, soap. Do you guys know how nasty soap used to be? Have you ever used like old-fashioned soap? We're talking like pioneer days, even into like the 20s and 30s. That soap. Oh, and it stank. It's like you're cleaning yourself, but with something that smells so awful. Oh, tell me if you've ever, because, life is good because I have a washer and dryer. I can't easily use them myself right now, but I do have a washer and dryer. And I have kids who will be washing my laundry for me after school today. Life is so good. Oh, fa la la, it's Christmas. And I have the funds and the wherewithal to provide a happy little Christmas for my children. Christmas is not just about gifts. It shouldn't be. But you know how it is. You want to have a little something special for the people that you love. And I'm able to. I'm not able to do what I did last year, getting presents for all my siblings and their kids, and not this year. But I am able to do this a little bit for my kids. I have a husband that works his ass off. Jesus. And has stayed in the same company for almost 20 years and worked his way up. And he provides for us. I have a cat who, even though she scratched me because of my own actions, a cat who loves me and wants to be with me. And I'm able to give her a Christmas too. Did you guys see that? It was on one of our Vlogmas videos on Frugal Family Flies Again, our vlog channel. Yeah, I got her some Christmas goodies. So excited. She's still playing with that damn bird. The bird that starts tweeting and stuff. Jeez. God, I'm lucky. I have all of you guys. This is what I do. I do YouTube. I have these fabulous people, a couple of which I've met in real life, most of which I'll never meet in person. But this support system, this circle of friends, real friends, that's amazing. That is truly amazing. If that isn't lucky and fortunate, God, I don't know what is. Oh God, I'm smiling. Oh wow, I'm smiling. Well, damn, if that doesn't feel good. Is it that the tramadol has finally kicked in? And having my foot up helps, and having the boot on helps? Is it talking it all out? Is it taking my nail polish off? Is it Powerade? That's helping my guts that are all... Whatever it is, I'm grateful for it. And damn if I don't feel better than when I started this very messy journal. So I want to end it on this note. And I'm going to get some lotion out, and I'm going to moisturize these poor wintry hands. And I'm going to paint my nails. And finish my puzzle. And have eggnog with my mama. I love you. Whoever you are watching this, that is as loony as me, at least, to keep watching it till now. I love you, and I'm grateful for you. And this is crooked. It's because I have the pop socket on the back of the phone. I've been looking at vlogging cameras. It might be time to invest in a vlogging camera because I'm going to be doing quite a bit of that. I'm planning... Oh, I was going to tell you. So it feels like I'm just like talking to a friend, you know? January. So we're doing Vlogmas on the vlog channel. So that's a video every single day, which is so much harder than you think. And so that'll end at the end of this month. And then to start the new year off right, I'm going to do a daily vlog on this channel. And I haven't 100% decided what it's going to be called. It'll be like January Jubilee or a Jubilant January or I don't know, something like that. I'll come up with some silliness, that alliteration. So stay tuned. Yeah, all of January. There's going to be a video every single day. I want to just stay in that momentum and run with it. Run. I wonder if I'll ever run again. That would be amazing. I was a long distance runner in my early 20s. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. I don't know. A lot of it was eating disorder based. So some of it was not, so great, but there were things about it that felt amazing. Oh God, amazing. But I love you and I appreciate you. And life is good. Life is hard. Life is so hard. Everyone has their own flavor of difficulty. Don't go and compare your difficulty to someone else's. It does no good. Don't say, oh, I would trade my trouble for theirs. Don't do it, because I guarantee you never know the whole story. Oh, they got this perfect life and this little... No, they don't. No, they don't. Everybody has troubles. Everybody. Do not try to trade places with someone. Do not be wishing for that, because you just don't know the whole story. Your troubles, your difficulties are valid. You are allowed to be frustrated, angry, resentful, whatever. You're allowed to feel that. You have my permission. I am giving myself permission. We are allowed to feel that. But also, let's try to not stay in that deep, dark hole.
You want to avoid black holes?
Which is why I turned the camera on today. And guess what? It worked. Have a beautiful day. And I will see you very soon.